it's Andy Mangels, and welcome to day 493 out of 500 songs. This is the second to the last Disney song, with only 7 more total tunes left to go. This tune is from the brand new Disney movie Snow White, which just hit theaters on March 21st, starring Rachel Zegler in the title role with the worst hairstyle ever, and Gal Gadot as the most beautiful evil queen ever put on film. The 1937 animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, adapting the 1812 Brothers Grimm fairy tale, was Disney's first full-length masterpiece and began an unparalleled run of animated films. Of late, Disney has been redoing their animated classics as live-action projects, in the process hoping to take a second bite at the magic apple. By adding a few new songs and revising the storylines for more socially sensitive times, Disney has had a few successes and a few failures. The decision to remake Snow White was an interesting challenge for many reasons, not the least of which was how to address the seven dwarves in a time when that term was no longer acceptable. Little person Peter Dinklage, who technically has dwarfism, even publicly criticized Disney. The 7 guardians of Snow White instead became, quote, 7 magical creatures. Further controversy came when Snow White was cast with a Latina actress as Snow White, who is also outspoken as a supporter of Palestine in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Given that fellow actress Gal Gadot was Israeli and supported the Israeli side, Gadot received death threats following Zegler's posts. Disney was forced to hire extra security to protect one actress from followers of the other actress. At least the actresses found a common enemy in Donald Trump, whom they both agreed threatened the country's democracy. But the biggest challenge was in Snow White's songs. Because Disney had not owned a song publishing company at the time of the original film, they do not own the songs. So the new film only featured 4 of the original songs, with 3 of them greatly rewritten and 1 of them only heard instrumentally. 5 new songs and 4 reprises were written by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, with Jack Feldman as an additional lyricist, including a new I Want song for Snow White titled Waiting on a Wish. Unlike the original 1937 song I'm Wishing, which just has high-pitched lyrics about needing to have someone to love her, Waiting on a Wish spoke to several of Snow White's hopes and dreams and her feelings about her father and the kingdom around her. Here is Waiting on a Wish. Little girl at a lonely well, with the same little tale to tell, feeling trapped by the walls that hold her, feeling stuck in the story they've told her. Another day where she fades away, never daring to disobey, so she's dreaming all alone, sharing secrets with the stone. My father told me long ago, I braved a bitter storm of snow. Is that a girl I'll ever know again? I'm waiting on a wish beneath 1,000 treetops, and as the silver sky stops, I send a whisper to the water. Waiting on a wish, holding out for someday, hoping somehow, some way, I'll become my father's daughter. I close my eyes and see the girl I'm meant to be, Is she a part of me I've yet to find? Wondering, will she appear, or will I be forever here, waiting on a wish? Little girl by a wildwood, how she tried to be someone good, but in the shadow the kingdom's caught in. Somehow fairness is long forgotten. So will she rise or bow her head? Will she lead or be just led? Is she the girl she always said she'd be? I'm waiting on a wish beneath 1,000 treetops, and as the silver sky stops, I long to leave the walls behind me. Waiting on a wish, holding out for someday, hoping somehow, someway, there comes a miracle to find me. I close my eyes and see the girl I meant to be. Is she a part of me I've had to hide? Wondering, will she appear, or will I spend another year waiting on a wish? They say all you have to do to make your wish come true is let it echo, 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 echo. Your voice will carry through and bring that dream to you, just like an echo, echo, echo. Well, I can hear the echo loud and clear, but I'm still waiting here. Waiting on a wish, beyond a whisper to the water. Waiting on a wish, is it almost someday? Can I somehow, someway, learn to be my father's daughter? Someone who could finally start speaking with a fearless heart. Someone who just might be brave. Someone no one needs to save. Well, I can always dream, but then I wake up and it's me again. Waiting on a wish. Waiting on a wish. Waiting on a wish. You know, I may never actually see this new Snow White fully because I just can't stand Rachel Zegler's hairstyle in it. It's that abominable. But I have to say that I completely prefer this song, Waiting on a Wish, to the original one from 1937, I'm Wishing. I think this is a much better and much more beautiful song, and completely appropriate to the story. Now, some of you may not know that I actually have a connection to Snow White recently. I wrote a series of graphic novels. This is 4 out of the 6 of them for Abdo Books, Graphic Planet, and these are called Fractured Fairy Tales. They are modern-day retellings of fairy tales with just a little bit of magic sprinkled over actual modern-day stories. Snow White and the 7 Dogs is the specific one there, and it actually features some of dogs I have had in the past in it. You can find these at your library. These were actually marketed for school libraries and public libraries, not to comic book stores. So it's very hard to find them in comic stores, but you can find them in libraries to read for free, or you can order them on Amazon. They are a lot of fun and a great read. And I suggest, if you are looking for something cool to read to your kids, Fractured Fairy Tales is it. Now, that was song 493 out of 500, meaning I have 493 songs up on my YouTube page. You can listen to them in any order, or you can listen to them in curated playlists. There's even a Disney-only playlist. And all I ask of you is that you give a thumbs up. That's the like button on YouTube. You can also hit subscribe and leave a comment or two, because I do love to read those. Best of all, though, share this with your friends, because I love when people share my music. It's how my music grows and reaches new audiences. And I've done, 80, 85, I don't know, a lot of Disney songs over the last 493 days. So I think, especially if you're a Disney fan, you should be able to find some things that I've done you'll like. Now, I will be back here tomorrow, and it is Country Day tomorrow. It's a Dolly Parton song. It's my final Country Day. It's my final country song. So I figured, let's go out with some good old Dolly Parton. I hope you'll be here to join me and to join in that celebration. I will see you then, I hope. And in the meantime, as you go about your day today, don't just wait on a wish. Do your best to make those wishes come true. We'll see you soon.